We understand how when you are standing in the middle of your physical world that you're interpreting through your physical senses, that a conversation about a vibrational reality that precedes all reality is not the easiest thing to hear. But you have to know that everything that is manifested was a vibrational reality first. It's vibrational, and the longer it is thought upon, the more it comes into focus, until you have this environment here where there are so many of you holding similar thoughts and expectations about things that you have a rather stable platform from which you're expanding, that you are calling reality. But we want to put emphasis upon the from which you are expanding part rather than the stable reality part, because if you get too focused upon what is, you move very slowly into what really is. We want you to know that this vibrational reality, this vortex where law of attraction is holding all things that you have asked for and the larger part of you, we want you to understand that that is present tense. And we want to say to you in a way that may appeal to your logic that if it were not reality and if it were not present tense, you wouldn't feel the tug of not going. And you wouldn't feel the thrill of going. In other words, the very emotion that you feel must help you to understand that there are two vibrational versions that are having a relationship, and your emotions equal the relationship that those two vibrational versions are having. So when you have a feeling of dissatisfaction, what that means is your life in your physical human form has caused you to ask for something that you are not up to speed with. You're more of a vibrational match to the absence of it than you are the presence of it, but the other side of the wave is brought into focus when the other side of the wave is brought into focus. You get that? Do you know how when you really don't want something, how you really want something? In other words, if you really don't want it, then you really do want it. You know that, don't you? Someone you didn't know called you on the telephone and said, "Hello, you don't know me. I'm just calling to tell you I will never call you again." You would say, "That will be all right with me." But if someone you really care about tells you that, it's not really all right with you. In other words, this other side of the wave, you get that. So when you know what you don't want, and therefore you offer this vibration of what you do want. Now, we haven't said this before, but you're ready for it. So let's go to this new place relative to this. Focus on the idea of this vibrational wave. And start with the idea that as a problem is coming into focus, a solution is coming into focus too. In other words, that makes sense, doesn't it? Knowing what I don't want, knowing what I do want. But the question is, where is the perceiver of this situation in relationship to the problem and the solution? You with us? So we have a problem, and therefore we have a solution. You could also say we have a solution, and therefore we have a problem. In other words, equal sides of the wave. So here's the question. Where is the perceiver in relationship to the problem and the solution? So now consider this. In your situation, at all times, there are two perceivers. There's the you in your human form perceiver, and there's the you, the inner being, God source, God force, soul perceiver. Well, where source is in this equation is in alignment with what is wanted, because there is no resistance in the vibration of source. So when the desire is there, source is a perfect immediate match to it, and therefore it immediately is present tense. The question that this gathering wants to ask of you and help you to ask of yourself and answer is, biggest question that will ever come to you, where are you as a perceiver in this problem solution equation? If you are a closer match to the problem, and often you are at the beginning of the launch, you feel the resistance, you feel the strong negative emotion. The more you, as the perceiver, become a match to the solution, the more satisfaction you begin to feel. Make sense? The less discord that you feel. We've been saying this to you in a lot of different ways, but the thing that we so want you to get, leading edge rascals that you are, we want you to understand that as this problem is coming into focus, the solution is too. And you get to choose where in this span of probabilities or possibilities you're hanging around most. What are you practicing? So, as we've been talking about this vortex, we love this analogy because as you are knowing what you don't want and knowing what you do want and setting forth all of this, we've been saying for years that when you ask, it is given, and contrast causes you to ask. That's those rockets going forward. And we've been saying for years that when you ask, that source answers, and that's source becoming an immediate vibrational match because source has no resistance to what you've asked for. And then the third part of the three-step process is you have to become a match. You have to allow yourself to be vibrationally up to speed, which means to be vibrationally absent of resistance, in order to have the full manifestation of what you are wanting. So now, in this leading edge discussion that we were having just now, we're saying to you that when you're up to speed with who you are, you're in the vortex. And when you're in the vortex, the problem does not feel like a problem. And why does the problem not feel like a problem when you're in the vortex, even before the solution has completely manifest? Because when you're in the vortex and therefore up to speed with the solution and therefore up to speed with all that you are and therefore non-resistant to what you want, now you're in the place of allowing the manifestation. Now, humans have this habit, we love you very much, of not wanting to feel the success of something until it manifests. It's like, show me the money, then I'll be glad. Show me my lover, and then I'll be glad. Show me the evidence of good things, and then I'll be happy. So most people stand outside the vortex most of the time and let what's happening in their experience dictate where their vibration is. So you let reality train your vibration. Now we want to say reality is magnificent, the reality that you live, because it is the bouncing off place. It's what's putting all of this expansion over there. But you all are so over excited about perusing and documenting and discussing reality that you hold yourself for inordinate amounts of time in vibrational concert with, from our perspective, what was, instead of with what is. And the emotion that you feel is because you're not up to speed with who you are, with what is, with what is, with what is. When you ask for money, that money is. And when you keep bemoaning the fact that you don't have it in your bank account, you deprive yourself of the vibrational alignment with the money that is, and you don't let it manifest. And it would manifest. It would manifest fast if you'd stop doing that thing you're doing that is keeping you from the discovery of the path to the manifestation of the very thing that you're asking for. That was as clear as we've ever said it. Did you get it? You are the creator of your reality, but even more pointedly, you are the creator of you. And the you that is in this vortex. Now, this is where it gets fun, because as we talk about this you want to talk about the you that you can see. You look around at each other and you say, hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you. And we say, no. You. It's this you. It's this you. It's this you that we want you to look at. That you is old news. That you is the creator of this you, but this you in the vortex is who you really are. And the reason that it's so important for you to know it is because this is who you really are, and this is dominantly how you really feel. And if you in your physical body, you don't let yourself be up to speed with who you really are, then you feel the discord of that resistance, and then you don't let yourself be you, and then you don't feel good. This will make a really good audio, won't it? A really good audio tape. Well, at least those listening in won't see us pointing at the floor. So you get that, don't you? What is a feeling of satisfaction? Satisfaction is life causes me and my physical body to expand. And I felt the discord of the expansion briefly, but because I care about feeling good, I've trained myself to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts. So I reach more optimistically. I reach more hopefully. I tell better feeling stories, and I've trained myself into positive expectations. So I'm following the trail of the new idea, and so I feel satisfied because I'm moving in the direction of who I am. And as I do that, the vortex this powerful law of attraction vortex is calling all cooperative components. And because I'm optimistic and hopeful, I'm a pretty cooperative component, and so I'm being pulled in the direction of it by this powerful law of attraction, and I'm feeling the satisfaction. Satisfaction is the opposite of resistance. The feeling of satisfaction is like anti-frustration. It's like evidence of going in the direction of who I am, while frustration is evidence of holding back and not going. So satisfaction is the feeling that I'm on the right track. Jerry and Esther will be having a conversation, and Esther will say, "Ooh, tell me more. Keep talking about this. I like how this feels." This is a satisfying conversation because the conversation is causing her to focus and therefore allow law of attraction to draw her closer. Satisfaction is coming into harmony with who you are. And satisfaction can be long before, like the day before or the week before the manifestation. But if you're hung up on not feeling satisfied till you see the manifestation, can you see the trouble you caused yourself? If you could be satisfied with the emotion and not need the manifestation, outside the vortex or in your physical reality, you see things, you hear them, you translate vibration into what you see and what you hear and what you smell and taste and touch. In other words, this tactile experience is pleasing in all of those ways. But if you become someone who needs to be able to see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it before you feel satisfaction, you're holding yourself way back. You're slowing yourself way down. If you can just hear this one little piece where we're encouraging you to feel the satisfaction, let's take it further. Satisfaction and relief are sort of the same feeling, aren't they? Satisfaction and relief are both indicators that I've deactivated the resistant part of my vibration, and therefore I'm allowing Source to call me to the completion of what? Completion is not the right word because there is no ending, but to the clicking into place with what? With the manifestation, eventually. But Source isn't giving you your thrills. You're not feeling your emotions because of manifestation. You're feeling your emotions because of vibrational alignment. And that's what we want you to leave this gathering hooked on. We want you to leave this gathering so intent on feeling the satisfaction of vibrational alignment that you could say and really mean, the manifestation is really secondary to me. The satisfaction of getting into the vortex and clicking into who I am is what rings my bells. It's what floats my cork. It's what I'm into. I'm hooked on the vortex. I'm hooked on the emotion of being in the vortex. Satisfaction is my game. Jerry and Esther were telling the story last night. Jerry had a card that he kept in his wallet of goals, and a friend said, "Do you still keep that card in your wallet? Are you still setting goals in that way?" And Jerry said, "No, I don't set goals. I have a different understanding now. Everything I want just comes. I realize that I put the stuff in my vortex long ago, and now my work is different." And we want to say, you have already put all of that into your vortex, and now your work is aligning vibrationally with what you've put there. And when you do, satisfaction is immediate. And if you hang around in the realm of satisfaction for just a little bit of time on any topic in the world, positive expectation, satisfaction, no evidence to support how good I feel, just a feeling. So people say, "Do you set goals?" Yeah. Have a goal to feel satisfaction. Oh, so you have goals about things you want, and when those things happen, you're satisfied. No, that's not what I mean. My goal is to feel satisfaction whether anything ever happens or not. Your friends would think you're nuts. Oh, well, you're just delusional. Okay, whatever it takes, just keep yourself happy. Just keep yourself happy. And we say, exactly, 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 exactly. Keep yourself happy regardless. Keep yourself happy regardless. Keep yourself happy regardless. Keep yourself feeling good regardless. Ignore what is in any aspect that doesn't please you, because what is old news. your manifestation in your physical reality is old news. This is where it's at. This is what is. This is who you are. This is the only place that satisfaction can occur.